got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz.
What?
Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me.
Woo.
I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I go hard, cuz.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing good today. Oh my gosh, it has been a long week. When I tell you I've been trying to stream like every day since Monday when we watched the inauguration, but I am physically drained. I am drained. It's been one thing after another. But I took a long nap today. So I was like, okay, I took a nice little nap. I said I'm going to go out. It's Friday, but I was like, before I go out anywhere, I'm going to stream because I need to talk to y'all. It's been so much going on. Child, I done broke a nail and everything. I hate that. Real nail, too. See? This versus this. So I'm pissed. It's been a horrible week. I done broke my real nail. So, but it's cool. It's cool. It is what it is. I hope you guys are doing good. Happy Friday. We have a new commander-in-chief in office, honey. And when I tell you, he is playing no games. This man wants all the smoke. He doesn't care. He is turning things upside down and inside out, okay? So it is a lot to get into, but I hope everybody's doing good. Somebody said my audio is low. My audio shouldn't be low. You might want to check on your end. Can everybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? Because my mic is right here. Make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. Yeah, just refresh and turn it up on your end. Everybody else says they can hear. Yeah, it's a lot going on, y'all. It is, oh gosh, it's a lot, honey. Yes, December holiday. Trump is trumping. He damn sure is. So let's go ahead. I want to start. We had talked about this on Discord. So last week he had dropped he got involved in crypto. He's supposed to be looking out for the crypto community, bringing some legitimacy to the crypto community. And instead, he dropped his own meme coin. Melania dropped her own meme coin. And so what was very interesting, if you follow the money trail, when the meme coin was initially launched, they did the whole crypto ball with, sell out Snoop Dogg. I don't know why anybody's shocked about Snoop Dogg performing there. Snoop Dogg is a hypocrite and he goes wherever the wind blows. This is the same idiot that was dragging Kanye West and talking shit about Kim Kardashian and then turned around and had his entire family, grandchildren and all, wearing Skims pajamas. So, Snoop sold his soul a long time ago. So I'm not surprised about him being at the crypto ball and, rolling with Trump even after he called Trump all those names and said anybody who performed for Trump was a jigaboo. I guess that damn jigaboo check was jigabooing, okay? Because Snoop was there front and center, okay? So the thing that's so funny about him dropping the meme coin, if you follow the money, there's a bunch of new LLCs under Trump, Melania, even Barron, and the other children. So what they're saying is that eventually they're all going to be dropping a coin. But when the coin first came out, there were definitely a lot of insiders who knew about this coin because over 80% of the coins were already bought before it was even rolled out to the people. There's a good percentage of the coin already bought. So people went, they bought the Trump meme coin, and then Melania dropped the next day. And so initially on the website, it was saying that, this is not really to be traded. It's just showing support. But you could definitely trade it by it was a coin, but they try to word it so that way they wouldn't have any real liability. But so people put big money into this coin, and within about 48 hours, the coin started losing value. It started dropping because all the people on top who got in early started rug pulling. So you had people on Reddit like freaking out. They were losing their money. People who put in millions of dollars, people put in their inheritances. I was just blown away. And this is what I was saying on Monday during the inauguration that was so bothersome. I didn't hear a whole lot about, what he was going to do to drop the price of eggs and food and gas and stuff like that. But here goes a coin, and you're selling it to your base, many of whom, are already struggling with bills. and they ran to go buy this coin and got themselves into even deeper debt. So let's go ahead and watch some of these videos here. I know Midas Touch and a few others have also hit on this as well. So give me just a second to set this up. So let's start with Uncle
from a crypto
Uncle Sellout. All right, hold on here. There we go.
Ball before the inauguration featuring Snoop Dogg to a new crypto task force just launched today by the SEC. Supporters of the digital currency are hoping the president's promised golden age extends to them.
The reign of terror against crypto is over.
And now, after using his Trump brand to sell everything from steaks and vodka to sneakers and Bibles, the president promoting his company's newly launched Trump meme coin.
I don't know much about it other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful.
Those tokens, usually pegged to internet trends or celebrity endorsers, holding only the value traders put in it. At one point, the Trump coin rocketing from $6.50 to more than $72. Today, trading closer to $45 a coin. A similar coin, named for Melania, launched just yesterday.
There was this promise that Trump would usher in a time of at least thoughtful debate. What the concern now is that launching a meme coin is one of those corners of crypto that is taken less seriously.
And ethics experts concerned about conflicts of interest and the Trump family enriching themselves off these coins.
He has the power now not only to be making money, but he's actually going to be in position to be making determinations around that entire sector.
I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world.
For the president, an evolution from just 3 years ago.
Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam.
President Trump pointing to the influence of his son, Barron.
Barron knows so much about this.
Right.
Eric, and Barron's a young guy, but he knows it.
The support so far for crypto.
What does that remind y'all of? Remember 3 years ago, Andrew Tate's biscuit head ass was running around talking about crypto's a scam and he would never get into crypto and he cares too much about his fans? And then every other month he's dropping some type of Andrew Tate crypto coin. So it's very interesting how they all switched up. So let's go ahead and play these other videos here. This is Midas Touch.
Inflation, not making housing more affordable. Meme coins. And this is what Donald Trump is doing from the Oval Office. As you just take a look at the downward trajectory of this disastrous meme coin as well, that's what our economy is likely going to look like under Donald Trump as well. Also should be noted, egg prices have now risen nearly 37%. Just take a look at some of these people who are Trump supporters. They put their money in this, and here's what they are saying now. This person, a Trumper, loses everything. Their life saving on the Trump meme coin. They put in all of their money, $1.2 million. They said, I think this will crash on Tuesday. I wanted to sell, but I got caught holding the bag on Friday. Please tell me, am I you know what? I'm desperate and hopeless. Holy S word. This is awful. My life is over. I can't sell at this point. I need to make it all back. I feel sick in my stomach. I have a major problem. I can't stop myself. I'm on a slow moving train to hell. Sorry, Grandpa. Here's another Trumper who lost $700,000 on the DJT coin. Whoops. And meanwhile, you have all of these Bitcoin exchanges and exchanges from China, particularly, that are pushing these meme coins. You've got Binance, for example, here saying deposits for the $ Trump meme coin are now open on Binance.us. Trading on the Trump USDT pair will begin January 23rd at 6 a.m. Eastern. I mean, how utterly embarrassing is the president selling meme coins and meme coin exchanges like Binance. We've got Bitcoin, we've got meme coin, we've got this, we've got some Melania. So utterly embarrassing. Just the scale of the retail investors who put their money into this. Here are some wild stats. 50% of Trump Melania holders had never before bought Solana altcoins before. They weren't really in crypto. 47% of buyers created their wallets for the first time they purchased these tokens. So no involvement in crypto when they put their money into this thing when it was going up. 83% of holders own sub $1,000 of Solana assets. So 83% of these people never invested a lot of money in crypto, less than $1,000 before this. And this person saying this was really a historic onboarding. Okay, I call it a historic grift. And you're seeing some people respond, who are Trump supporters, like, hey, like this guy's responding to Laura Loomer, or she's responding, I'm very confused by Trump's erratic behavior. First, he does a U-turn on immigration, and now he says he's for H-1B visas. Then he does more dumb SHIT, invite tech bros in. Then he launches some meme coin scam. Now he's saying, let's use AI and go full social credit. This is not who I voted for 3 times. It is. This is who he is. This is who he is. I've been saying it. I'm saying it over. This is exactly who he is. This is.
Okay. So let me come on the screen real quick here. So this is my whole thing with this whole, we've talked about crypto over the years, and how I feel about crypto is it's one of those things that if you got in early, you're good, but anytime, again, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I think I'm a pretty intelligent person. But anytime I've talked to people and I said, well, explain this to me. And it's just a bunch of mush mouth bullshit. It's just people just talking. And it's just like, yeah, it just sounds like a scam. It just sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. The ones who got in early are good, but the ones who did not get in early usually get left holding the bag. So for me, I just can't get into crypto. I think I probably have maybe $1,000, if it's still there in crypto coins. I'm just not into it. And again, one of the things that you should know about investing 101, you never invest more than you're willing to lose. But the problem is in the cult of MAGA, a lot of these people, they don't understand crypto. They don't understand, how the whole thing works. Like he said, a lot of them had just created their wallets. Now, we had somebody, one of my tea sippers, we're going to call him Mr. Marvelous, okay? He graced us during our Zoom meeting and basically broke down a lot of stuff that was going on with this token. He's heavily involved in crypto. He has Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff like that. So he said when he's seen this come out, as a crypto person, crypto somewhat expert, he jumped on it. Again, he only put in what he was willing to lose. I think he said he ended up putting in about a few $100s. And he said where they got you, right? There was fees upon fees upon fees. So even to start it, there was a fee. To put your money into it, there was a fee, okay? So he said when he initially put in like $300, there was automatically a $20 fee. So imagine the hundreds and thousands of people who ran to go put their money into this crypto. He got charged a $20 fee for putting in $300. Imagine if you're putting in $700,000. $100,000, $1 million. Imagine how much that fee was. See, that's what nobody's talking about, but we got the inside tea, okay? So he said he put that in, but he said the way he was watching the wallets and the way it was moving was just janky. He said he had never seen anything like it. So he said at that point, once it got up, he wanted to pull his money out. When I think it got up to like $78, at that point he was like, yeah, let me go ahead and pull out my money. Because I think he got in when it was just maybe under $1-ish. So he got in really early. And so he said that when he was going to pull it out, it took him 10 tries. He said he's never seen anything like that. 10 separate tries. He kept getting error messages. It kept crashing. He said, if I didn't know about crypto, I would have been discouraged. Because imagine if you've never bought any crypto and you go to try and pull your money out the wallet and it crashes, what do most people think? Okay, well, let me go ahead and try this again. And then it doesn't work. And then, the third time, what do we always say? Third time's a charm. So imagine how many people tried this 3 times and just gave up and said, damn, I done lost my money. Damn, it's not working. But because he knows crypto, he kept going at it. It took him 10 tries to get his money. And he walked away with several $1,000s. We're not going to put his money out there, but he walked away with a nice little bag, okay? But he said it took him 10 tries. So this was the ultimate grift, the ultimate scam. Same thing with the Melania coin as well. Now, what's very interesting, I was talking to one of my family members. We were talking about this because he also, you know, deals and dabbles with crypto. And he said he was initially going to get in when it was $4. He thought about it, but then he was just like, you know what? I just don't trust it. He didn't end up doing it. But what I feel like the reason why this was put out there, because everybody's like, well, he's already rich. Why is he grifting the people? Think about it. Think about all the people he owes favors to, who put money into his campaign, you know, the tech bros. I mean, you had billionaires at his inauguration. Think about all the people who put money into supporting him and keeping his campaign running and everything else. Granted, he's rich himself, but you know, the key is to work with other people's money. You don't want to spend all your money. You want to work with other people's money. This was the perfect way to pay back all these people. They made billions off of this coin. For y'all who don't know, he can try and play crazy and say, I heard it's doing good. They made billions off of this coin. So what better way to pay back a lot of these investors, a lot of these people who put into his campaign, a lot of, you know, greasing of the palms, than by doing it via crypto, where things can't really be traced and, you know, they control everything now. Who's going to check him? He's the charade of the politics. Who gonna check me, boo? Nobody. So this was the best way. Why spend his own money paying people back? He had his supporters. Their hard-earned money. I mean, if you go onto Twitter right now, it's just a bunch of tattooed tears. Let me see. People lost a lot of money. Pull this up here. It's insane. So here we are on Twitter. This person says, are you regretting not buying the Trump on time? Remember this guy, he bought 1.5 million of Trump and now unreleased loss of over $700,000. He put in $1 million and lost $700,000. I would be sick. Okay? Hey, MAGA, y'all okay over there? I mean, how many of you are out of your life savings into the Trump meme? I mean, we told you, we warned you, it tanked. Have fun losing your money. This trader lost $20 million in 3 hours. So when I tell you, yeah, you had some brokies putting in, you know, $200-300, but you had some people who had money who really believed in this coin, who really believed in their president, and they put in some big bucks. So imagine the people who are putting in millions of dollars and losing it all. Getting left holding the bag. Here goes a man right here. He lost his money on live, child. Las Polos TV. He's down 60,000. Let's listen to this.
Gamble with. Matter of fact, I might gamble with my. Shout out to Bernie in not a good shout out, a fuck you shout out, because this dude was, dude, you gotta get Trump coin. Get Trump coin. Motherfucker, I'm down 60 grand. Alright? So I got rinse scraped the other night. Lost all my fucking... I lost literally everything. Everything, bro. Okay? Then, I'm like, oh, I'll get it back. I'll get it back, right? Buddy, I'm down 60 fucking thousand, bro. I have no... I'm not going in... I have no money to gamble with. Matter of fact, I might gamble with my...
So it's real out there. This is how my little money blew because of the Trump meme coin. This guy lost 30.9 million. The worst way to lose money. I lost my lifesavers. The Trump meme coin failed me. Ooh-wee. Bought 51.17 million. He lost over 9. This was the largest grift I've ever seen. Like, this is insane to me that people put in that much money into a meme coin. And before, the Trump supporters come on here, with their tiny violins and say, because somebody tried to say I was being unfair, I hold all these people accountable. So I don't know if you just got here. I don't care if this was Old Man Joe. I hold everybody accountable for their actions. I think this is bullshit. Because about a month ago, y'all was dragging the Haktua chick, by her stringy hair up and down social media for her rug pull. But now people are excusing this. How is this any different from the Haktua meme? It's not. And again, it's easy to be like, okay, this is funny. Oh, well, they're MAGA people. That's what they get. I feel bad for anybody who loses their money in this economy because a lot of people do not understand crypto. They think it's a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's not. It's a get-rich-quick scheme for those who invested first, not for you who's coming in buying it at $10 a share when people got in when it was 78 cents. And the thing that's very bothersome with me is I feel like this will have a trickle-down effect. Because if these people have lost their money, that's people looking for social services, food stamps, cash benefits, out here robbing, trying to find a way to make ends meet. Because you have people who have literally lost everything. There are no refunds. Your money is gone. And you're not getting that back unless some more idiots pump it up, which I doubt they will. So it's unfortunate, but let me say this. There's no such thing as a get rich quick. The only thing that's safe as far as investing is, the old school stocks, bonds, buying treasuries, things like that. The whole crypto thing, to me, it's just too volatile. And there's just too many scams that are tied to crypto. So for me, I just don't trust it. I know some people have been very successful with it, but I don't think I came into the scene early enough to where I would be successful. So I don't trust it. And I get it that the stock market, it's not sexy, right? Because you're putting money in. I had a Zoom meeting the other day with my CPA, my financial advisor, about everything, like all my stocks and things that I've been, just saving and putting in since 2022. And it's nice to see, the upward trajectory, the growth. But it's slow. This is money I've been putting in since 2022. So it's not something that you're going to see right away. It's not that you put it in 2022 and in 2022 you get a fat check. It's not 2025. So it's been a slow few years, but I've made some money. That's technically how people get money. That's how you build some type of generational wealth. That and real estate. All this other stuff is just, it's get rich quick. And don't get me started on the parlays and the bets and the, prize picks. We're just turning into a whole gambling nation. And again, yes, stocks can be volatile. Yes, you can lose your money in stocks. But again, that's why you never invest more than you can afford to lose. That is the rule of thumb. If you cannot afford to lose $20,000, you have no business investing $20,000. If you can only comfortably lose $500, then that's what you need to invest is just $500. And if you win some, great. If you lose it, it is what it is. But people investing millions of dollars into a meme coin, it just makes no sense to me. Why are y'all making billionaires even richer? Y'all got family members who will come up to y'all and be like, hey, I want to start a business. Can you invest in me? I want to, start a restaurant. I want to, start a hair weave shop. Y'all won't invest in them, but y'all will give a billionaire millions of dollars. Y'all could have took that money and started your own business. So the whole situation is very, very unfortunate. But the grift does not end with Trump and Melania. Because some smartass decided to start a Barron meme coin. Because Barron's name has also been LLC'd. So they're saying that Trump was eventually going to drop a Barron coin soon enough. But what ended up happening is somebody beat Trump to the punch, and looky. Traders lose millions on fake Barron meme coin that has no link to Trump's son. The fake $ Barron meme coin inspired by Trump's son, but has no official link, surged by 90% in a minute before completely losing its value. So the grift does not stop grifting. So imagine some account goes on Twitter and says, hey, Barron coin just released, come and get it. And thousands of people run and just dump their money. Just here, take my money. You get my money. You get my money. And then a minute later, it tanks and the person rug pulls and disappears into the sunset. Child, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this up. So that person has rode off into the sunset. But now, if that's not bad enough, you got that greasy pastor, Martin Luther Fake. He's out here grifting and trying to, follow Trump's lead. So let's go ahead. He came out with this the other day. Not only did he straight up plagiarize MLK's speech, but now he's, following in Trump's footsteps. Here he is. Let's listen to what he has to say.
I need you to do me a favor right now. I need you to go buy the official Lorenzo Sewell coin. I want you to be able to see politics become manifest, not just in a way where we're praying over political gatherings, but where we're seeing us become the hands and the feet of the Lord Jesus Christ. Would you help me? Would you help us in this endeavor? Would you go and purchase the coin in order for us to do what we need to do in the ministry? We do transportation, housing, education. We heal medical, mental, and dental illnesses. I need you to do me a favor and go and get that coin in order for us to accomplish the vision that God has called us to do in our earth. I give God glory for what he has done, but we know that King's dream can only be fulfilled if we acknowledge that people are living in a nightmare. So here's your... I need you to do me a favor right now. I need you to go buy the official Lorenzo Sewell.
This man is just as greasy. So he says here, the crypto community was kind enough to send me the $ Lorenzo. So I have permanently locked my tokens into the liquidity pool so that I will never have to sell on the community, but rather just earn fees as our token continues to flourish. Amazing day. All glory to God. Sir, shut the fuck up and leave God out your foolishness, okay? Please. So people are dragging him. They said, I don't think God wants you to evangelize shitcoins. Somebody else says, stealing from the poor is affront to the gospel. Another person says, passage 13:1, where the Lord swept the rug from under the followers' feet. You can't make this up. Somebody else says, he's a man of God. He can't be a rug, right? Another person says, my guy is about to pull a divine rug pull. Somebody else says, Martin Luther Lely. Another person says, you seem like an embarrassing fake Christian trying to grift off of the people. Another person says, Judas sold out for 30 pieces of silver. You were bought cheap. Another person says, the grift is real in the Trump world. I mean, this is insane. Somebody else says, imagine getting rug pulled by a pastor. What the? Why y'all do that to Matthew McConaughey? You can't make this up. I feel like this week, literally every time I try to go live, I just lay back down. I'm like, I just can't. I can't go live. It's too soon. I got to see how all this shit plays out. I said, I'll just wait till Friday because you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. You got fake Barron coins. You got Trump and Melania grifting. Now you got the pastor using God to grift. It's too much. It's too much. I feel like I'm living in the upside down world at this point. This is insane. You can't make this stuff up. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. We have over 6,000 people in here and only 1,000 likes. If you guys are enjoying this stream, please hit the like button, y'all. It is free, okay? Hit the like button. Let's see here. Mandarins91 says, literally was thinking I need T to talk about all the changes going on right now. And boom, she appears. Yes, like clockwork. Thank you so much, sis. Let's see here. Hold on. My page just refreshed. Okay. Piplin fan, Sim 499 says here to say hi, T. Hi. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you. Potent Pondering says, ice, ice, baby. Yes. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. He's a cold one. He is a cold one. No shame whatsoever. Let's see here. Daishin set $9.99 says, you would go live on my 27th birthday. So glad to spend a part of my day with you all. Shout out to the OG Discorders. Happy birthday to you, Daishin. I hope you enjoy your day. It was so good seeing you at the party back in October. So definitely have a good birthday. He is definitely an OG. Been in the Discord from day one. Let's see here. What are we still in Capricorn season? Y'all know if it ain't Leo, I don't keep up. It's still Capricorn season, or is it another season, child? Y'all go ahead and put in the chat. I don't even know what comes after Capricorn. But happy birthday to all the people celebrating this month. Let's see here. TJ says, I'm first generation Dominican American. My mom has her neutralization, but we are still worried about the next upcoming years. Oh, yeah, I believe it. A lot of people are. It's very scary. Very, very scary times. Oh, it's Aquarius. Oh, okay. Enjoy. Let me stop. You know, that's the Leo me, child. Let me stop being messy. Shout out to all the Aquariuses out there. Y'all enjoy y'all's birthday month. Let's see here. China Leah sent $1.99, said Chrisette had a miscarriage due to the stress. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I think it's really sad how she was treated. I think a lot of people owe her an apology. Not me, because I don't give a damn about the situation. But I think a lot of folks who drug her, a lot of people, you know, helped to ruin her career. And it's very funny how her as a black woman was treated compared to all the excuses coming out for Uncle Sellout and Nelly. And again, they have the right to perform for Trump if they want to, right? But when Chrisette Michele did it, it was so many issues. People drug her for the filth. Her career was never able to bounce back. And it's sad. And these men will be fine. I didn't know she had miscarried. That's really sad. You know, again, people are free to support who they want to support. I just hate the fact that she was knocked for being a Trump supporter and for performing. Because who was the white girl who performed? Very popular country, what was that, LeAnn Rimes? I believe, who performed at his inauguration. She wasn't canceled. She's living her best life. So it's really sad that she took as much dragging as she took as a black woman. Let's see here. Night Charm. Send $4.99 says, T, looking gorgeous as always. My Friday is better now that you're live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Jesse Adams sent 10 says, I will never understand why they keep falling for this. The same pattern every time. It's like people get caught in the hype, lose their minds. Anyways, just showing some love. T, miss you. Thank you so much. I think that's what it is. Oh, Carrie Underwood. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you. I said LeAnn Rimes. Child. I knew it was somebody country. Carrie Underwood. Yeah, like I said, she still got her career. You know, she gonna be good. So it's sad. It's sad. Child, they all look alike, blonde, blue-eyed. But yeah, Carrie Underwood. Let's see here. Trisha, sent $4.99 says, looking gorgeous as always, Auntie. Did you hear that President Musk has 30 people lined up to get the Neuralink implant? Oh, no. Not 30 human beings? Now, y'all know every damn pig that he tested on died, right? I Elon Musk couldn't give me $1. Well, he could, but I'm just saying. I would not allow Elon Musk to implant anything into me. He did it on 30 pigs, and all those pigs have now been turned into bacon, hog mogs, pig's feet, pickled pig's ears. So y'all just gonna trust him to put that Neuralink chip in y'all's head? No, not them damn pigs died and turned into bacon? I think not. Good luck. Bless their heart. Oh my gosh, Elon is doing the most. And then that weird salute, people been dragging him about that. They said it was the Nazi salute. He said it wasn't. It was the gladiator salute. I don't know, child. I'ma just mind my black business. I don't know. I said, okay, Elon, we see you, Pooh. And then him and Vivek, they're not cool no more. They said Vivek done left the whole Doge thing. Vivek got his nigga wake-up call. Can we just have an honest conversation? Let me go ahead and talk about this, okay? I've been meaning to address this. I just keep forgetting. Vivek and Patrick Bet Davis. Oh, they got their nigga wake-up call. Yes, they did, okay? And, you know, for a while I did like Patrick Bet Davis, but I would notice he would say little sly shit, especially sometimes towards the black community. You know, he's the type, he likes to talk about, you know, people pulling themselves up by the bootstraps and, you know, there's no real racism in America. You have to get it on your own. He was an immigrant and, you know, he made it. But if you really look into Patrick Bet Davis' life, he ran an MLM, okay? He ran a pyramid scheme with his health insurance. And then he ran that, and then he was able to make a career and make money off of YouTube and stuff like that. And I enjoyed a lot of his older stuff, like when he would talk about, you know, college being a scam and some of his breakdowns that he would do. That's when I first got into Patrick Bet Davis. Then he started getting more into politics. And then he's always screaming that he's a Christian, but everything about him doesn't really come out Christian-like, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, him and Vivek, they both got their nigga wake-up call. They thought that because they were rich, you know, that somehow that trumped everything. But they realized, yeah, y'all are rich, but y'all are the other. I will never forget, he was talking about the forefathers of America, the founding fathers. And somebody tapped Patrick Bet Davis on Twitter and was like, bitch, your founding fathers are from this country. They're not from the U.S. And so he got mad and was like, oh, there's a lot of racist white supremacists. A lot of the racist white supremacist MAGA supporters are coming at me. No, you're not. You don't get to pull and talk about white supremacy now, because when black people talked about it, you said that we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and we were just making excuses and this and that. So no, you don't get to now talk about white supremacy. Fuck out of here. Okay? And Vivek, I don't feel bad for him either. And I think the funniest thing was when he was with, what was that? Ann Coulter, that the racist white lady that don't give a damn. She's just racist and proud. She don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I can respect Ann Coulter because at least she keeps it real. She's like, I'm racist, I don't care, right? And she told Vivek to his face, I will never vote for you. You're an Indian. I don't know if you ever saw that interview. She said, yeah, I would never vote for you. You're an Indian. He was like, oh, okay. And I'm here for it. The whole Indian community been getting their wake-up call. Because, see, they thought they were part of the model minority. The Indians and the Asians, honey. But they've been finding out, no, they don't care about that model minority bullshit. The reason why Elon Musk gets a pass, he has the complexion for protection. Even though he's a white South African, phenotypically, that is a white man. No one looks at Elon and thinks Africa. Okay? Vivek, when they see you, they see Indian. No matter how much money you have, Patrick Bet-Davis, when they see you, they see Israeli. They don't see a white man, no matter how much money you have. So it's been nice seeing them get there, the nigga wake up call. I've been here for it. Because they let it talk down and act like, black people are the problem. Oh, they were all talking about, all this racism and white supremacy. I said, not the man who said white supremacy don't exist for black people. But now he want to talk about white supremacy on PBE podcast. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Keep talking about pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. So, yeah, it's been very interesting just seeing, like, all of this play out. All of the racism coming out. So Vivek has left Doge. They basically kind of squeezed them out of there. They don't want an Indian the face of anything with the White House. Let's just keep it real. That's why they're getting rid of all the DEI stuff. All the raids that are going on. They're trying to roll America back to what they seemed was when it was great. They don't really want a lot of people of color. And he's seen that. So now he's dropped out of Doge and he's trying to run, for, I guess, the governor of Ohio. Good luck. But yeah, it's been very interesting seeing that. Very, very interesting. Even there was like was it like a meme I seen? Something having to do with J.D. Vance's wife. His wife is an Indian, Usha. That's her name, Usha. They've been dragging her. Trying to compare her to Melania. See, they like immigrants, but they like certain immigrants. Usha don't, she don't pass the caste system. Okay? Racism and colorism go hand in hand. So they don't have the same. They're not jockeying her and calling her, beautiful and all this stuff the way they do Melania. So yeah, it's been very interesting. It's been it's been a very interesting week. But when I tell you, when Ann Coulter said that shit, I fell out. Oh, he was shooketh. He didn't know what to say to that one. She's like, I'd never vote for you. You're an Indian. I said, well, damn, bitch. She wasn't missing her words. So I don't feel bad for none of them. Let's see here. Something else I want to make sure I got all this stuff covered. Okay. All right, let me read some more here. Okay, Jesse Adams. Oh, no, I think I read that one. Is it? Yep, I did. Okay. Okay, Line Salee. Send $44 in DKK. I don't know where that's at, but thank you. Says, do you think there could be a connection between Trump coin and Ross Albright's pardon, given his remaining $2 billion in unseized Bitcoin? Ooh, love you too. I didn't know he had a remaining $2 billion in Bitcoin. Now that's very interesting. What kind of bothers me with the Silk Road pardon? The January 6th pardon, I kind of expected him to do that because a lot of those people got locked up because he hyped them up to go down there, so he felt guilty. But it's very interesting that Ross, if you ever watch like documentaries on the Silk Road, it was very, there's some really good documentaries on YouTube on the whole Silk Road. Dread Pirate Roberts, right? That's the name he went by. This man was selling all types of drugs, honey. All types of drugs, sending it through the mail. People died from the drugs that he was putting out there. He tried to hire a hit on, to kill somebody. That's how he kind of got popped. But it's very funny that a lot of people are so worried about the southern border. All these Mexicans bringing in drugs from the cartel and all that stuff. But this man was a one-man drug factory, and he gets pardoned. So it's not really the drugs that you guys are worried about. It's just, it depends on who it is. See, when it's brown people bringing in drugs, it's an issue. But when this young white dude was sending drugs to people through the mail and even killed some people with his fentanyl and whatever else he was sending through the mail, that's okay. I find that very hypocritical. I find that very, very hypocritical. But I didn't know that he still had $2 billion in unseized Bitcoin. I didn't know that. So that I'm gonna have to look into that more. That's very interesting. Yeah, he's pardoned a lot of criminal people. It's very, I don't know. But do I feel like he should have gotten life in prison though? Can I be honest about that? I don't think that he needed to be in there for life. I think maybe 10, 15 years, but life in prison, no. I don't think he needed to. I think there was way more violent people, you know. So I don't think he needed to be in there for life, but I don't think he needed a presidential pardon. So I think they may end up using him because this was a man who was able to build the Silk Road, which was the eBay of illegal. Whatever you wanted, you could get on the Silk Road. From sea porn to drugs to murder for hire. So I think they want to take his knowledge. They let him out for a reason. They want to use his knowledge and how he was able to build that. So maybe they could do their own stuff on the dark web. Because the dark web is not an easy place to maneuver. It's not an easy place to get to. What a lot of people don't realize is that the internet is like a glacier. And the top of that glacier that you see, that is the modern internet. That is what we're on right now, YouTube and all that stuff. But below the glacier, what you don't see, you know, like in the Titanic, iceberg straight ahead. They seen the iceberg, the top of the iceberg, but what they didn't see was what was below, and that's what punctured all the holes in the Titanic. Well, that bottom part is the rest of the internet. We only use about 10% of the internet. So I think it makes sense that they want to be able to have people who know how to get down there and create whole other situations in the dark web. Things that the average user cannot get to. Because you have to have a Tor browser. You have to know how to do Tor. There's a lot of stuff you have to be able to, lots of steps before you can get into the dark web. So I can see him coming in handy. I can definitely see him coming in handy. So thank you for that. Let's see here. Trisha says, the one that lost $700,000, his wife is divorcing him for using the marital assets. He has a whole Reddit thread asking for lawyers and what to do. Wow. Damn. So his marriage is about to be over. And she gonna take what's ever left. He's an idiot though. Like, why would you take that amount of money? $700,000? And I don't care, you know, if he is a millionaire or whatever he did for a living. That's not nothing to sneeze at. Hell, I'd be sick if I lost $700. You talking about $700,000? And you just throw it in a meme coin? I bet you when he was trying to pull his money out, I bet you depending on how much you put in was probably how hard it was for you to try and get your money out. Because like I said, our T-Sipper put in about $320. And it took him 10 tries to get his money out. So imagine if you put in an amount like $700,000 and he started getting a funny feeling like, let me go ahead and try and get my money out. They probably were making it where he couldn't get it out. It probably kept crashing and kept crashing and kept crashing. Because you don't know who controls, you know, the database, who's controlling this stuff. So they can make it where you can't get your money out when you want to get your money out. It's not regulated. So they can do all types of sneaky shit. I know he's sick. And then got the nerve to be on Reddit asking for advice. You should have come to Reddit to ask, should you invest? Don't come to us after the fact. Should have came beforehand. Goofy. That's a shame. I know he's sick. Let's see here. Ken's color box and $1.99 says gratitude T for the deep dives. You are so welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the deep dives. Let's see here. Jazz the Ruler says about 3 days the Trump coin will be available to buy on Robinhood. Seeing that, I felt like it was just a money grab for him. Well, I thought it was already on Robinhood. People were already buying it on Robinhood. Unless I'm mistaken. But yeah, it was definitely a money grab. Anybody who's putting money into a meme coin, you're an idiot. If y'all can drag Hak Tua, I don't see how the same people who are dragging Hak Tua, who's a 21-year-old girl, thought nothing twice about giving money to a billionaire. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see here. Wavy Tay. What's up, Wavy? He says, hey, Auntie, your favorite soldier checking in. I voted for Trump because of his policies. I think they are beneficial. I'm not a part of the Trump cult that falls for everything he does. These people are not gods. Stay safe. Definitely. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you. Yeah, you know, that's why I said I can't get with the whole MAGA thing. It comes off like a cult to me. And he knows that. And even there was an old lady, she was speaking on it. Madia had posted it. Let me see if I can find it. She was crying about being a part of the cult because I think she's one of the one of the Capitol rioters, and she got pardoned. A lot of them got pardoned. So she was speaking about it. So I'll play that video in just a second. So thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Rose Marin sent $4.99, says, keep our almighty Jesus name out your mouth. Amen. I agree. Dexter gifted a lovely team membership. Thank you so much, Dexter Davis. I appreciate you. So somebody wants the membership, it is available. Let's see here. Just Me sent $5. Says they were literally laughing at the fake pastor's minstrel performance on stage. Embarrassing as F. Look at their faces as he spoke. Exactly. He doesn't care. For him, it's just about the money. You know, it's about the fame and the money. So he doesn't care, unfortunately. But thank you for the super chat, sis. Max Proud sent $50. Thank you so much, Max. He says, why does it seem other non-white creeds have disturbing dislikes towards Black/African descended people in the world? Very personal too. Sorry about the Vikings. My Lions didn't make it either. It's all good. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I just think, you know, unfortunately, it's almost like, you know, somebody has to be at the bottom. And I just feel like, I don't know if there was some type of consensus, some type of survey, but a lot of people just feel like Black people of the diaspora, I don't care if you're African, African American, Caribbean, somehow we're down here and they're above us. That's why I laugh when people like that get their wake-up call. Because like I said, I've been watching Patrick Davis for years. And I first started following him when he was talking about, like, you know, the college scams and stuff like that. But I would notice he would always say little, you know, slick shit when it came to like Black folks or, you know, Black people talking about, you know, unfair treatment. It was always like this superiority complex. Well, I made it. I'm from Iran and I made it. And it's like, okay, but you also ran a pyramid scheme, sir. So yeah, it's easy to make it off of other people's hard-earned money when you're at the top and people are, you know, giving you money to keep your pyramid scheme, you know, floating. Because he got upset with Elon Musk because Elon Musk, his fact checkers on X, they basically had put it out there. They had they basically had a breakdown of his Wikipedia page calling out how he made his riches, and he was mad about that. He felt like Elon Musk should take that off of X, and Elon Musk didn't. Because again, you're not like them. You're a person of color. So in the grand scheme of things, even though Elon, you know, is an Afrikaner, phenotypically, he's white. He just is. So I don't feel bad for him. Let's see here. Creative Rose sent $4.99 says, T, your videos have helped me through this time. What are your thoughts on Trump's rollback of the workplace protections from the civil rights era? I think it's not a good thing. Even today was announced that Target is also getting rid of the DEI programs. I feel like a lot of people are like in a slump, right? Financially, the economy's not doing too well. Interest rates, food, the cost of living. A lot of people in America are not happy, right? And I feel like people are trying to find people to blame for their unhappiness, for their situations. And I've seen a lot of Germans on TikTok basically saying, America, y'all need to wake up and y'all need to be careful. Y'all are going down a slippery slope, because this is what happened during Nazi Germany when the Germans were upset about their economics. They were upset about their, how their life was going, and they wanted to find a group of people to blame. And those people that they started to blame were the Jews. There've been a lot of, I don't know if you guys have been seeing these videos. There's been a lot of these videos popping up of German people, warning Americans. And I feel like that's kind of low-key what's going on. I feel like everybody's upset because the American dream is not what a lot of us were raised to believe, right? From the time you're a kid, you're taught, be a good person, treat people how you want to be treated, go to school, get your degree. Once you get your degree, you'll find a husband, probably in college. Y'all will get married, have 2.3 kids, live in a nice house, white picket fence. And because that's not happening for so many people, I don't care if you're black, white, or other, that American dream is not happening for so many people. I feel like a lot of people are looking for people to blame. And because they're looking for people to blame, people of color are getting the brunt of that. So you have a lot of the DEI stuff getting rolled back, the civil rights era, workplace protections getting rolled back, migrants, immigrants, illegal, otherwise, getting deported. They're trying to take away birthright citizenship. I'm just like, what in the world is going on here? Like every day it's something. Like it's for me, it's just been draining. Why I just didn't even want to get out of bed the past few days. It's just been draining because it's like, what is going on here? It's like I'm just seeing so many people just very hate-filled, very angry. And it's like, okay, so if y'all get rid of everybody, are y'all gonna take these people's jobs? Because right now, a lot of these migrant workers, they're scared. Right now, Cali's already going through it, right? Because of fires. It's also prime season for picking oranges and fruits and everything else. Well, guess who's not showing up to the fields? The immigrants. Because they're scared they're going to be deported. So now you have bunches of fruits rotting in the fields. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with this. Food that could be eaten. We're already struggling with prices at the grocery store. Vegetables not as fresh. They're not showing up to pick in the fields. So farmers are saying that the food is rotting. So again, where are all these people to take their place? Where they're not going to do it because in this day and age, everybody feels like they should be paid $30 an hour, including the fry cook at Bojangles. So, they're getting rid of all these people, but there's no measures in place. And even if they have a bunch of white Americans or Americans, whatever, picking fruit, they're not going to do it for under a certain amount of money. They're just not. So if they have to be out there picking fruit, they're going to want at least $20, $25 an hour, which in turn means the food prices are going to be even higher. So all of this is a trickle-down effect, and I don't know if people are understanding this. We're living in really scary times. We really are. I don't know. It's really scary times. They said Costco got rid of their DEI. A lot of people. But let me play this video. So I was going to play real quick of the lady from the cult of MAGA. So give me just a second here. I believe this is the video.
Jail time, 60 days, I think, for taking part in the Capitol riot. But you're not accepting a pardon. Just explain why that is.
Well, that would be a slap in the face to the rule of law, the Capitol police officers, and to our nation to be a part of anything that they're trying to say about what happened on January 6th. it was an insurrection, and I don't want to be a part of helping them rewrite history. I was guilty.
So
I pleaded guilty. I was guilty.
Right. Right. So you are happy for your conviction to stand?
Absolutely.
What was it that made you take part in the Capitol riot in the first place? What drove you to do it?
Well, you don't realize it at the time. I know now that MAGA is a cult and that Trump is a dangerous narcissist that put out the big lie that the election was stolen. But when you're in the MAGA cult, they gaslight you so much and tell you not to listen to anybody but Trump. And you go along with them. You don't do your own research. You lose your critical thinking and you just start listening to all the lies. But later when as I found out, all of this has been nothing but propaganda and lies, and that Trump truly is a dangerous narcissist. He's now a felon, a criminal. So it's not surprising that he's bringing his other criminals to help him implement whatever he's planning on doing. So
you said.
All right. So that was a lady and what she had to say. So, it's very interesting. Let me see. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so it looks like he did go down to North Carolina. I've been hearing, though, that he is helping the people down there. He got a lot of those people out of the tents and got them hotel rooms, which is good, because a lot of people down there have been suffering. But they're also saying they've been going into the schools. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Let's see. I'm just looking at my on my Twitter feed here, seeing what else broke here. Okay, looks like he met with Gavin Newsom today as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. But okay, so let me get on this Candace Owens situation. I've been on here already for an hour. So I want to talk about this really quick with Candace Owens and this school shooter, this young man named Solomon Henderson. This young boy is clearly disturbed. We're not even 24 days into the new year, and it's just like, it's been one thing after another after another. So he took to his school, shot at other kids, and then ended up offing himself. And he left this 288-page manifesto where he says that Candace Owens and others, he looked to them. He was a very self-hating coon. I'm going to call him that. I don't care. He hated being black. He wanted to be white. And he's saying that Candace Owens and others influenced him. So let me pull up this video of the situation here. Okay. I just got a bunch of screens open. Give me just a second. So we're going to watch this video real quick here.
Metro Nashville police later identifying the shooter as Solomon Henderson, a student at Antioch High School. News Channel 5 investigative reporter Jennifer Krause has been working to learn more about him. Jennifer, what did you find out?
Well, Rory, we have a copy of what purports to be a manifesto that was posted on social media on an account that appears to belong to Henderson. This was posted shortly before the shootings, along with several photos which match the crime scene photos that we have seen. What is in here is extremely disturbing and chilling. It's horrifying. As you can see, it's thick. It's 51 pages long, filled with text as well as pictures. It starts with the title, The West has fallen, billions must die. He says, this book is dedicated to killing everyone I hate. Death to all unworthy men, traitors, and infiltrators. It appears that he was radicalized. He is heavily anti-Semitic in here, says death to Israel, blames Jews for so many things, that they are, quote, poisoning our culture and rap, that violence against Jews should happen, retaliation and retribution for what they have stolen is legitimate and a good thing, he writes. There are many other racial and ethnic slurs in here. The N-word is used extensively throughout. But he says, I am ashamed to be black. He posts a flyer from the neo-Nazi hate group Goyim Defense League. That group, you may remember, was here in Nashville last summer holding demonstrations. Then he posts a series of questions and answers, such as, would killing random high schoolers save the white race or something? And he answers, yes, if they were people of color. He writes, are you a victim of bullying? He says, I can't remember a single instance of being bullied personally, but says the media and attention seekers will say that I was, and other BS, like he was just a quiet kid. He writes, why did you attack a school? He doesn't specifically answer that one, but then goes on to describe the various people who should be targeted. A long list of people, from presidents to journalists and children. Among the people who he says radicalized him, he cites Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes, a hard-right anti-Semitic pundit who you may remember was here in Nashville again for those neo-Nazi attacks. He writes, do you plan to survive the attack? He writes, I plan on going out as a hero by blowing my brains with my gun while live streaming. And this is particularly disturbing because we saw a video posted this morning on this same X account purportedly belonging to him that shows video labeled as a test. He includes a map of the school. Under the heading, My Gear, Weapons, and Clothing, there's a photo of the gun and cartridges that match the photos of the gun that were also posted on that same account shortly before the shootings. There's a photo of a lock-picking kit. He also pays tribute to people he modeled his attack after and lists half a dozen people who committed mass murders. And finally, he closes with what he calls final remarks. What's interesting is that these are dated November 18th of 2024, meaning he'd been thinking about this for a while. And he writes, I was so miserable, I wanted to kill myself. I just couldn't take any more. He includes a list of various social media accounts that he says were his. Many have now been suspended. At least one we found included a link to instructions on how to carry out a mass killing. Again, this appears to be his, but nothing specifically on any of the social media accounts or this says Solomon Henderson. Perhaps, though, because he includes a warning in here, Rory, that includes the words that say feds are cracking down. So never post your face, where you live, never post, and I mean any personal information about yourself whatsoever. I have, Carrie, reached out to Metro Police to ask them if they can confirm, acknowledge, or any comment to this, and I am waiting to hear back.
Tonight, a generous gift.
All right, child, let me go ahead and come back on the screen. This kid was a loser. Let me pull up some videos of him here on X. He clearly had issues. You know, unfortunately, he clearly had a lot of issues. I'm gonna watch some of these. This is a Nashville shooter here. You know, doing the salutes.
Take a knife and drain your life. If you got a wrist, you gotta ice it. If you do this and you're the nicest. This you gotta like it. If you do this and then you're nicest. Take a knife and drain your life.
Okay, next. Here goes some more pictures of him. Very disturbing. N-word cell, the West has fallen. So this is some of the manifesto here. To expand on this, Candace Owens has influenced me. Above all, each time she spoke, I was stunned by her insight and her views, helped push me further and further into the belief of violence over the Jewish question, along with Turkey Tom, Ruben Sim pushing me in the alt-right pipeline. When I first saw this, my first thought is, what in the Williams Bigsby is going on here? Like, this is sad. Now, Candace Owens has spoken out, so we're going to go ahead and read what she has to say about the situation here. So, this is what Candace Owens wrote. She says, "It's truly sickening that people will use the death of a young 16-year-old girl to try to quickly score political points rather than to responsibly make sure what they're sharing is accurate. Regarding the alleged manifesto, it is an obvious troll. How can you tell? Because the deranged individual plagiarized the same exact language as the Christchurch, New Zealand manifesto, combined with other manifestos and writing freely available on their website. In essence, it is a plagiarized document. It would take 4 seconds of an adult thinking or journalistic integrity to recognize that this is a troll. On your left, the language from the alleged Christ Church manifesto from 2019. On your right, the language from the alleged leak manifesto circulating today. That is how it is plausible that both me and Mr. Beast, who clearly do not share the same politics, wound up once again in the manifesto. It also explains why this individual, despite his numerous accounts, never followed me or Mr. Beast on any of his socials. This is a deranged troll that is, at the least in part, due to the death of journalism. Copycats knows that they can gain traction just by mentioning what they perceive to be big names because the media will push those names for clicks. I will have more to say on my show tomorrow as I copied all of the relevant documents on social accounts." So, and then that's like the information that she provided. My thing is this: regardless if he feels like Candace Owens, Mr. Beast, whatever, radicalized him, at the end of the day, that's on him. You know, it's not, I don't care what she says on her podcast or platform, even though, yeah, he's not a grown adult, he decided to take matters into his own hand and take the lives of innocent people. So that is on him. I just think, like, at this point, like, people are just going crazy, you know, like, none of this stuff makes sense. Like, you're sitting here trying to, it's almost like, is this even real? Because we all remember the Dave Chappelle skit with the whole Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist. That is the vibe I got from this. I'm like, what in the Clayton Bigsby is going on here? You hate being black. There was another picture of him online where this weirdo had like white toothpaste all over his face. So this is clearly a kid who had a lot of mental health issues, in my personal opinion. Let me see if I can find the picture. Like, this kid was just weird. And I'm not a Candace Owens fan, but I've never seen her talk or even promote the stuff that this kid was talking about. That's the picture right there. It's like, what the hell is wrong? Like, what in the world is going on here? Like, none of this shit makes any sense. So, again, rest in peace to those who lost their lives. But I think it's easier to try and blame a Candace or a Nick Fuentes. I've seen people blaming the guys from Fresh and Fit. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of people out here who have mental health issues, undiagnosed, you know, and they have access to guns and everything else. The boy clearly had a lot of issues, regardless of who he was listening to. So I just think the whole situation is just insane. Just another loser. And then they said that his parents, he had a gun at his house, and the dad ended up taking the blame for it. So I also blame the parents if that's true. Why is your 17-year-old walking around with guns when he clearly has all types of, you know, mental health issues? He has a lot of self-hate going on. And the dad ended up taking the charge for his son instead of, you know, putting the onus and the responsibility on his son for having an illegal firearm. So that whole story is just insane. It really is. Okay, let me see here. Hold up. Okay, Miss Sparkle sent $1.99 and says, Ross is a hero in crypto, and Trump wants in on them. I guess that makes sense to what the person was saying earlier about Ross as well. Yeah, they're definitely going to use him for something. He's not just going to be pardoned and that's it. Oh, he's definitely going to be a part of the administration somehow, some way. Let's see here. Mucha Janera sent $9.99, says, hey, T, looking gorgeous as usual. Yesterday was my dad's 71st birthday, and next week will be my brother's 31st birthday. I'm blessed to have them both here and to celebrate with them. That is awesome. 71 years old. That's a blessing. Have a happy birthday with your father and your brother. Thank you so much for tapping in, sis. Let's see here. Lady Tay sent 826, says, T, I love your content always. I was wondering if you could do a deep dive on the 27 Club. If it's too grim, I would understand. I could look into it. I mean, I know about the 27 Club. I could definitely look into it. I'll take that down. I'm always taking requests. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for the super chat. I wrote that down. Okay, so before I go, I want to hit on the nonsense with Sexyy Red and then Amara La Negra. Okay, so earlier in the week, Sexyy Red and Bernice King, Martin Luther King's daughter, she was very upset because there's a video online of Sexyy Red and Martin Luther King that went viral, and then she posted like a clip from the video, and Bernice was not having it. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick here. So I don't get the point of this video, but okay. So this was floating around Twitter. Sexyy Red and Martin Luther King. Yeah, I don't get it. But Sexyy Red ended up, I think this is the one. Hold on. So she ended up posting this. And so Bernice King says, this is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, and deplorable and disrespectful to my family, my father, who's not here to respond himself because he was assassinated, for working for your civil and human rights and to end war and poverty. Please delete. Okay? So Bernice wrote that. And then Sexyy ended up responding. And I liked her response. I can respect Sexyy because she did take ownership. So Sexyy says, you ain't wrong. I never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something that I saw that I thought was innocent. And so Bernice King replied back and she says, thank you for your apology, which I sincerely accept. Please know that it was not my intention that you be denigrated. I value you as a human being. I hope you understand my concerns about that image. I know that my father has become a bit of a caricature to the world and that his image is often used with no regard to his family, his sacrificial work, or to the tragic, unjust way in which he died, a state-sanctioned assassination. Unfortunately, I regularly challenge the disregard. I earnestly wish that people would imagine what it would feel like to see their deceased, murdered father repurposed for party flyers, unjust legislation, etc. All the best to you, young lady. So that is what Bernice King said to her. And I definitely like that back and forth. I like the fact that she took ownership and she apologized because his image has literally been turned into a joke over like the past, well, really since social media, with these Martin Luther King, MLK flyers and everything else. Recently, Trump said that he was going to open up the MLK files, the JFK and the RFK files on their assassinations. I found out recently, I didn't know this, but they're saying that the bullet that hit Martin Luther King at the Lorraine Motel, that didn't kill him. I saw the video, I believe it was on Instagram, and they're saying that he was smothered to death at the hospital. And that nurses and doctors, they were working on him. And I forgot, some police officers came in there and was like, stop working on that N-word. And the nurse said that he was spit on. And then they ended up suffocating him with the pillow. So I don't know if that's going to come out in the files. Because, like I said, I never knew this. I saw a video. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Yeah. They're saying that the doctor smothered him. That was my first time ever hearing that. I always thought he got shot there and he died on the spot. So I thought that was like really scary. It was horrible to listen to because I didn't know that. I did download the video somewhere on my phone. I made sure to download it. But yeah, so I'm thinking, I wonder if whatever Trump finds out, if they're going to show that that's what really killed MLK. Because they said he survived at the hospital, but he was smothered. So, you know, the thing with Martin Luther King, his legacy is very mixed. It seemed like they were here for him when he had a dream, because that's all they ever show is his I Had a Dream speech, where, you know, black and white people will come together and, you know, sit at the table of harmony. But if you really follow a lot of Martin Luther King's later speeches, he went from having a dream to being woke. And he even said that he feared that he led his people into a burning bush or something like that. Because he's like, what's the point of sitting at a cafe and boycotting to be able to have equal rights to sit and eat next to white people? We don't even have no money to buy a cup of coffee. We don't even have any money for food. So when he really started talking about getting more rights for black people and started talking about, you know, wealth inequalities in the black community, that's when he became a danger. When he started becoming more radicalized, like Malcolm X, that's when he became a danger. When he woke up from his dream. So, yeah, it's really sad. A burning house. I said a burning bush. Thank you, a burning house. I knew something was burning, child. Burning bushes in the Bible. But yeah, he was saying that he felt like he had brought his people into a burning house. So, like, if you listen to a lot of his later speeches, they were more on par with a lot of the stuff that Malcolm X was saying. But they only talk about the I Have a Dream speech. So I definitely get Bernice for being upset about, you know, how her father's legacy has been disrespected. And I know during my first meetup, when I had my first ATL get together, that was one of the things that we took. I think I took about 25 people. Everybody who was on the tour bus, we had rented out a huge bus, and I took everybody on the MLK tour in Atlanta. So we got to see MLK's home, his church. We went to the pool. I don't know, it's like a wishing well or something down there in Atlanta. Do y'all remember the people who came on the Atlanta trip when I took everybody before we went to the Throwback Museum? We stopped and we did the MLK tour. So yeah, we got a chance to do that in Atlanta. I know Daishin was there. Daishin was there on that trip. And then I had took my son to the museum as well, like the year before. So that's how I found out about it. So now the new debate with Sexyy Red is her and Bruno Mars. They done dropped the song, child. You can't make this up. So a lot of people are going back and forth about this whole Bruno Mars situation. So hold on really quick. Okay. I'm going to play a snippet for you. Let me unmute it here.
I'ma throw it back, let me give you that.
Fat, juicy, and wet.
Fat, juicy, and wet.
I don't even gangbang, pussy so good, let me throw up a set.
Okay, that's all y'all can get, honey. Fat, juicy, and wet. I don't even gangbang, pussy so good, make me throw up the set. Now, I can see it being a bop, I'm not gonna lie. I can see it being a bop. But, because I like the beat, I get it. But I think it's a good look for Sexy. Just because, Sexy. The fact that she's with Bruno. I don't know if it's a good look for Bruno, though. I got to keep it real. I don't know if it's a good look for Bruno. But I can definitely see that song being played. You know, it's stuck in my head. And I've only just watched the video once and the lyrics are already in my head. But it's like, you know, I expect a bit more from Bruno. And people be like, well, if you listen to a lot of his music is freaky. He has music about being a pimp and all types of stuff. But I just feel like everything with Sexyy is just always gutter. It's always about coochie and being wet. And, you know, I just wish she could talk about something else. But I guess that's what she built her brand on, you know. But the fact that a lot of people look at Bruno as being commercial, being safe, where, you know, kids can listen to Bruno and, you know, it's all good. But do you really want your 11-year-old talking about, you know, fat, juicy, and wet? I don't. You know, so I think for a lot of people, they're not feeling it. They feel like this was not a good collab. And what I always find funny is that a lot of people are saying that, you know, the money must not be money for Bruno. People are saying that he's in some type of casino debt, allegedly. I've been hearing, you know, rumblings on social media about that. But it seems like whenever people want to revamp themselves or tap into a new base, and granted, he's done songs with Cardi B and stuff like that. But Rose is in this video. Lady Gaga's in this video. So you can tell the money is not money in. When you have big, what you consider A-list entertainers and singers mucking around with the Sexyy Reds. Because Sexyy Red is not A-list. You know, she's definitely blowing up. She's doing her thing. But I wouldn't consider her an A-list rapper. So it's very interesting that you now have the Lady Gagas and the, you know, Bruno Mars is connecting with Sexyy Red. But I can see that song hitting the charts, going up the Billboard charts because people like Bruno. It's a different look for him. It makes, you know, gives him some edge appeal. He's talking about throwing up the set and all this other stuff. I guess, child, you know, it's always cool to promote gangbanging as long as you're so far removed from gangbanging. So I find it very interesting. Joy said he did a collab with Lady Gaga and Rose. Okay, I haven't heard that song, but I found it interesting that they were in the video. Yeah, it's very interesting that, like, I'm like, of all people she's collaborating with, but like I said, the song, the beat, it's definitely, you know, it has bop potential. If you listen to it enough, I can see it, you know, making it up the Billboard. But it's just, I just think too, a lot of people are just tired of like the same old, same old. This is why music is dying. There's no variety. The topics are the same. Okay, we get it. Everybody's coochie's wet. Okay, hand clap. Okay, what's next? We get it. Everybody got a big old peen. Okay, hand clap. Okay, we get it. You'll put it on us. Okay, what else? Like, what other topics are there? And again, I'm not saying that we didn't have sexual, you know, music when we were growing up, but I will say it was a lot more covert. It was very sensual. Like, think about SWVs. I remember us singing this when we were like 11, 12 years old. We didn't know what it meant. We thought it was like, you know, going to downtown Minneapolis. And we'd be on the back of the school bus. I want to go downtown. That's the way to my love. You got to take me round and round. You know, however the hell the words go. We would be singing about going downtown. But as kids, we're thinking it's going downtown Minneapolis. But when you're older, it's like, damn, we was 12 talking about we want to go downtown. We weren't trying to suck nobody peeing at the age of damn 12. We were thinking about, you know, the bus trip to downtown. So, but that's how music was back then. It was more covert. It was sensual. It left things to the imagination. Where when kids were singing it, they didn't know what the hell they were singing. But there's nothing left to the imagination nowadays. Kids are literally singing about, you know, WAP and, you know, juicy coochies. Like, there's nothing to the imagination. And that's the part that's troubling. At least with us, we could play it off and, we know, we didn't know. And now that we're grown, we're like, damn, we had no business singing that damn shit. That was my song back. I want to go down. Oh, yeah, next, Too Close. That's another one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I used to love me some Too Close. Well, you're dancing real close. And that was about dancing on a guy so hard. I feel a little poke coming through on you. That was about a dude getting hard on the dance floor because you're grinding on him. You know, you just throwing it back and he's getting hard. Now, if you ain't never felt no guy getting hard when you know what I'm saying, you're not doing it right. I love to feel a little poking. Let me stop. Too much info. If I'm the only person, I like to know that I'm doing it right. And when I'm dancing with some on the dance floor, I like to feel a little poke coming through me. That is what Too Close is about. Everybody thought it was a love song. It is about, you know what I'm saying, when you grinding on a guy and they get hard on the dance floor. But again, it was so covert, you didn't understand what you were singing when you were a kid. It wasn't until you got older, like, hold up now, wait, what? A little poke coming through? Oh, shit. Oh, okay, I get it. We had fun at it. We danced at our little parties. We had fun. I'm going to grind on somebody. Gay or straight, Titi gonna dance, Titi gonna grind, Titi gonna whine, we gonna have fun. That's why I had my little clubbing shirt tonight, so I'm about to get out this house. I'm going somewhere. Get my little dance on, honey. Feel a little poke coming through on you. But yeah, Creep by TLC. Thank you, J Next. That's another one. Creep. That was a whole song about cheating. The 22nd of loneliness. You know what I mean? All that. So, but again, all these songs were so covert. We didn't know. But now it's like there's just nothing sensual. It's just, you know, whip out the dick, suck on it. It's like, ugh. It's like there's nothing covert. Just a bunch of just, you know, freaky shit. Yeah, if y'all don't know about Next, Too Close. Oh my gosh. Yep, Red Light Special. That's another one. So I just wish music was like that again. You know, like I'm here for the freaky shit, but I like it to be like more covert. You know, I just think it lasts longer. It like transcends time. This song, it might be hot for the next few months. If nobody's going to be, you know, thinking about Bruno Mars throwing up the set because the coochie's wet. Nobody's going to be singing that in 20 years. But we're still singing Too Close. We're still singing Creep. We're still singing Red Light Special. You know? So, I think that's it. Yeah, Pony. Oh, God, that's another. Don't get me started on Pony, honey. If you're hurting, ride it. My pony. And when you're a kid, you're just thinking about a pony, a horse. But then when you're an adult, you're like, oh, damn, this is what it meant to ride the pony. Yeah, I need to go. I need to get up out of here. So, yeah, that's another one, for real. You know? Whew. It's getting hot in here. Oh my God, y'all got me cracking up in the chat. Y'all are too funny. Pumpkin says, Lovely T, tell my boyfriend he can wait. Girl, don't have him wait too long, honey. You better go rock that boat like Aaliyah. She was another one. She had a lot of little sensual songs, you know, rock the boat. You know, just things were just a lot more sensual and nice. Peaches and cream. Don't go there, Kimby. Don't threaten me with a good time. Peaches and cream. Everybody thought it was about peaches and cream. But it was about peaches and cream. You know what I mean? Peaches and cream. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that is the debate. I think with Sexyy Red and Bruno Mars, the song is definitely going to make it up the Billboard. But when we be listening to it, nobody 10 years, I'm like, play that Sexyy Red and Bruno. Said no one ever. But, you know, let them get their little coins right now while they can. You know, I definitely think, you know, it's a bop, you know. I'm not going to turn it off if it comes out. I'm definitely going to dance to it. But I just wish things were just more, you know, covert. Somebody said, I need a playlist. Yeah, who remembers when I used to DJ? Remember before, during COVID? Put a Tika if y'all remember my DJing parties. I used to DJ on Zoom. Oh, T used to play the jams, honey. We used to we used to have so much fun at the Zoom parties. We can't do it no more because once COVID ended, all of a sudden they could hear the music and they would mute stuff and everything. But we used to have a ball at my little parties, honey. I'd have all the jams. Remember Splackavelli? Every woman needs her own Splackavelli. Ain't doing her right. Freak it all night until the morning light. And that was a whole song about cheating. I didn't know what a Splackavelli was. You know, we were kids, we didn't know what that was. But then when you're older, you're like, damn, she had a whole side dude. Oh, okay, I get it now. Y'all remember that song, Splackavelli by Pressure? That was my jam. Everyone needs her own Splackavelli. All right, y'all. So, last topic we got to hit on here. We got over 8,000 people in here. Please hit that like button. Thank y'all for coming through. Let's see here. Okay, so let me read a few more super chats here. Let's see. Whoop, it's Nina says, if Chris thinks you're racist, you are on pod because of your behavior the problem. This ain't mental illness. Thank you for the super chat. Faye in Santan says, T, where is our true crime? Love you. I'm still working on it. Thank you. Stay tuned soon. Thank you, sis. Kia sent 20 says, T, did you hear about DJ Unk's passing? I did. I heard about it right before I went on live. So DJ Unk, sad. He was definitely an ATL legend. Now walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. That was my jam. I remember when that first came out, we were living in Charlotte at the time, and we went down to Atlanta. Me and my ex-husband, my little brother, we took him down to Atlanta for the first time, and we was in the club. I remember Monica was in the club. We was at Mama's Prime Time. Who remembers Mama's Prime Time in Atlanta? I don't know if it's still around. This was back in the day, honey. So we was all at Mama's Prime Time. Everybody and their mama was there. And all of a sudden, Walk It Out. This was before it became national. This was like underground Atlanta. You know, it was only in Atlanta at the time. And I remember we was all in the club, and everybody just started doing the Walk It Out dance. We're like, what are they doing? Because, you know, my brother's from Minnesota. And then we were all living in the Carolinas at the time. And I remember everybody in the club broke out. And then they were teaching us how to do the Walk It Out dance. And then literally a month later, it was on BET. Yep, Mama's Prime Time in Atlanta. Y'all remember that? This was like 2000. I had just had my youngest. So this was like 2005. Yep, I had just had my youngest son. So we went down to Atlanta. And I never forget, the whole club just started doing Walk It Out. We were like, what is this new dance? And everybody's like, where y'all from? And then they was like teaching us how to do the dance. And they was in there tearing it up. And then literally the month later, it was on BET. I'm like, that's the dance from the club at Mama's Prime Time. Oh yeah, Mama's Prime Time was the shit back in the day in Atlanta. Uh-huh. Rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, he was young too. Only, 42, 43 years old? Oh, man. The crunk era was everything. Lots of good memories. And then, damn, that was my song. Dun, dun, dun. From the crunk era. Sean P? Youngbloods. Oh, I used to love them. You couldn't tell me that little dance. Dun, 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 dun. If you don't give up, we don't give up. You know, we can't like be singing out here because they'll stop the stream, but that was my song. That whole era, that whole like living in the South around that time, oh my gosh. That was the shit. And then the Usher with the ATL song with Luda. That's when ATL took over for years. Oh, I love living in the Southeast back then. I miss them days. But yeah, rest in peace to him. We're losing a lot of like greats, a lot of the legends and stuff like that. Sad. Let's see here. Whoop, it's Nina sent 1999 says, this never happened to us until we assimilated into a culture that hates us and encourages this hate towards us. Y'all please lean into yourselves and read to your kids. Children are the map of their parents. That is so true. Thank you for the super chat, sis. Joshua Young sent $19.99. Thank you so much, Joshua. Appreciate you. Shannon Walters sent $2. Says Jesse has his replacement standing right next to him. Let's see here. Wavy Tay sent $9.99. Says it's sad that our own people make a mockery of the people that made it possible for us to have basic human rights in this country. No other minority does this with their people. It's sad. It definitely is. That's why I'm glad that Bernice said something, you know, because it needed to be addressed. And I'm really glad that Sexyy Red received it. You know, instead of her being mad and being flippant or dismissive, she received it and I respect it. So, you know, kudos to her for that. Let's see here. Mucho Dinero says, I've been telling people for a long time that they oft are great black leaders for a reason. Look how Trump is erasing their legacies. Thank you for the super chat, sis. Big Booty Jersey sent 20, says, hey T, damn, YouTube didn't give me a notification. I'll catch you on the playback. Do you have any thoughts on Justin Baldini and Blake Lively's lawsuit? No, I have to look more into that. I've been hearing about it, but I have to look more into it before I can like say anything about it. But thank you so much for the super chat, sis. Let's see here. Mandarin sent $10, says, when I tell you Too Close was my dad's jam, I sung it all the time. But looking at it now, I'm shooketh. Oh, yeah. We did not understand what that song meant when we was little. But child, once I understood what it meant, I understood the assignment. Come here. You a bad bitch. You get, you know what I'm saying? If you can make a, you know, make a poke come through. On the dance floor. Let's see here. Malay. Sam 499 says, T, what are your thoughts on DJ Academic's situation? He is a sicko. I just heard about this when I was getting ready to start the stream. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this dude. He was on a stream with a 15-year-old. Let me see if I still have it up because I was looking at it. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with DJ Academics? They were talking about buying a stripper for a 15-year-old. It was like a bunch of guys on the stream. And the 15-year-old had more common sense than the guys on the stream with him. I didn't listen to the whole thing because I had to get my stream started. So we can listen to this really quick. I still got some time. Let me play this real quick here. Okay, this is the kid here. Okay.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I'm 15. I hope you know that, bro.
15.
You trying to
Oh,
get...
you scared of women, bro.
I'm not scared of women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
Trying to look out. You know all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right? Like,
wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
So that's DJ Academic's voice. I don't know who the other pervert is that's trying to send him strippers, but the second voice is definitely DJ Academics. Why are you asking a 15-year-old if he's able to bust down another 15-year-old? This sounds like a bunch of grown men on some grooming shit. This is weird.
Yo, bro.
Yo, like, I'm serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
you go to school?
All right, imagine.
Yo, this is crazy.
So if you could do one of them sex changes and you could become a girl.
No.
And get pregnant.
That's where he drew the line. He said no.
Would you let Max get you pregnant?
No. That would be
If
gay.
he actually,
And
No, if Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, would you let him fuck you?
No.
What?
Why not?
yeah, why not?
Yo, you can have. Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Why are y'all talking to a child about being inside of him? And why y'all planting, you know, seeds in his head about him having sex with another man? and grown women. What kind of sick shit is this? Who has conversations like this with a 15-year-old? And I don't even know who this little boy is.
Yo, I'm not gay.
You said you suck a dick though.
Yeah.
Yeah, to hang with it.
Now it's pause, right?
Hey, nigga, you drinking a LeBron this year or what?
Wait. Nora, would you drink a PBM juice?
Hell yes. If PBM drops a juice, I'm drinking it. What?
I suppose he drops a milk flavored juice. You drink it?
Yeah, his milk would probably be the better
No. Milk flavored juice. What are we
Okay, I'm not. I can't. There's 3 minutes left. I gotta cut this out. This is disgusting. When are y'all eventually gonna cancel this dude? This is disgusting. You're talking about drinking milk flavored juice. So the milk, I'm assuming, is. Are you serious right now? This industry is sick. I see why he goes so hard for Drake and the OV Ho crew. That is disgusting. You're talking about sleeping with a 15-year-old boy, being inside of him. Even if you're joking, who jokes like that? Who jokes like that with somebody's child? And then the 15-year-old has more common sense than the adults. He's saying, I'm a minor, I can't be with no grown woman. And you guys are sitting here talking about, oh, all rappers lose their virginity to older women. So again, think about all the young kids who follow this young boy. I don't know who he is because I'm a grown woman. I don't follow little kids. But all the young kids who are listening to this, who are thinking that this behavior is okay, that at 15 they should be sleeping with grown women, they should be having sex with grown men. Like, what kind of shit is this? All these nasty freaks, they all run together, so I'm not surprised. I didn't even know he said all that. I seen him trending. And I listened to the first clip about the women. I didn't even know about the other stuff. And who knows what else they end up saying, 3 minutes in. I'm not going to keep playing it, though. I'm not trying to get flagged. He's disgusting. And y'all can be like, oh, it's just a joke, bro. No, people don't joke like that. That's really how you get down. When people show you who they are, believe them. Disgusting trash. But his fans, his ball sniffers will continue to make excuses for his behavior. There's nothing cool about that. And ain't this the same one that was crying about Sexyy Santana when Sexyy Santana was talking about R-ing him and sticking it up his wazoo? He was crying and calling him a bati boy and how he's Jamaican. They don't get down like that. They don't believe in homosexuality in Jamaica. Ain't this the same man that was crying about Sexyy Santana when Sexyy Santana threatened to R him? But now he's sitting here planting seeds in a 15-year-old's head and trying to get a 15-year-old to be okay with somebody being inside of him. How sick and demonic is that? So it's not good enough for you, a Jamaican man, but it's okay for you to talk like that to somebody else's child. The hypocrisy. So it sounds like he's a bati boy now. The same bati boy he was crying about, he's sounding like. Disgusting. Trash. Let's see here. Hezekiah Alexander says, hey, Auntie, been watching you since 1992. Question, when are you coming back to Charlotte? Me and my boyfriend would love to take you out. He's a tea sipper now. I don't know when I will be back in Charlotte. I do miss it, though. I do want to come back to North Carolina and visit. I'll keep you posted. I know I have a lot of tea sippers down there. That's where I first started, was in Charlotte. So I do want to eventually come back down there and visit. So thank you so much. And shout out to you for getting your boyfriend to be a tea sipper. So I love that. All right. So the last topic I want to hit on before I go is the Amara La Negra and Flo situation. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this drama. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I have not been keeping up with Love and Hip Hop. I think I have outgrown Love and Hip Hop. I have stopped watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Miami, and whatever other franchise they decide to roll out. I'm just not into it anymore. It's the same storyline. Everybody's fucking Safari. or fucking each other's mans. I just don't care enough about any of these people. But this situation went viral, so I'm going to talk about it. It's concerning Florence, the Haitian lady on there, and Amara La Negra, the Dominican lady on Love and Hip Hop. So let me go ahead. Hold on. Let me play this file. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and watch this here.
Stop telling black women to stop loving themselves. You stop loving yourself. Selling bleaching cream. Slap the out of you. Wait. You ugly as no wonder why your baby daddy call you a black. You said what? Thank you.
This is a lie, you guys. This is a lie.
How do you come to an event with a whole bunch of black, beautiful women to promote women positivity, but you're out here on social media telling bleach their skin and look yellow and funky like you do, bitch? You don't know anything about skincare? No, I know about being melanated and black and beautiful. Mad cause I'm light skinned. Why would I be mad cause you're light skinned? Damn. If they look like me. That's how black on light skinned girls? Woo! Say that one more time. What? Say that out loud.
Okay. Let me say this first and foremost. I don't like none of these people. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like Amara too. I don't like none of them. They're all problematic to me. First of all, Flo. The reason why Flo thinks she's light skinned is because most people in Haiti tend to be brown skinned, darker skinned. So she's lighter. So she's probably been told her whole life, "Oh, you're light skinned," and praised, and her head has been blown up and gassed up. But she's not. She's light, but she ain't that damn light. A lot of it is makeup and foundation and bullshit. The whole I'm prettier than you because I'm light skinned, you're just jealous. Oh, I knew that was going to eventually come out. In the Caribbeans, you have a lot of colorism. Let's keep that real. In the Dominican Republic, in Haiti, there's a lot of colorism. I can see Amara La Negra's baby daddy calling her a black ass just because he's a little bit lighter than her. But all these people are messy. None of them are heroes to me. I think they're all trash. Amara, to me, the reason why I'm not a fan of Amara, she gives me vibes like she loves to bring up colorism in a lot of debates to help her because she knows it's a triggering thing, especially for dark-skinned women. It'll bring dark-skinned women on her side. But what has Amara really done as far as to help alleviate colorism on that show? Let's keep it real. She's walking around with blue contacts in her eyes. Anytime she's made a music video, I remember when she first came out, I was really for her. She had the afro. She was speaking about Afro-Latina. But then I started noticing that even with that, I'm not going to take that. Amara is beautiful. Nobody's denying that. She's gorgeous. But Amara also tries to separate herself with that Dominican attitude that she's the other. She does try to separate herself from African Americans. I peeped that as well, but y'all can act blind to that. Another thing I noticed that I didn't like, when the whole Breakfast Club situation happened, she's not articulate when it comes to speaking out about colorism in the same way that Juju is, who is a dark-skinned Cubano. Okay? Juju will break that shit down. Amara acts like she's scared to really speak on it. She always speaks about the superficial shit. I'm pretty. I'm a beautiful dark-skinned woman. Okay, well, outside of that. And then when she had a chance to make her own music video, she didn't have a bunch of beautiful dark-skinned women in there. She still hired a bunch of light-skinned chicks in her music video. When you would think she'd, platform more dark-skinned, brown-skinned women who look like her. So, again, I have my issues with all of these women. I think Flo's a joke. And I get so tired of the colorism thing constantly being a storyline on fucking Love and Hip Hop. Y'all don't do anything to rectify the situation. Y'all don't do anything to fix it. We had the whole situation last year with Spice and Erica Mena, where Erica Mena ended up getting fired and everything else was canceled and all that stuff. And then we fast forward a year later and it's the same thing. The same exact thing. Somebody said, I know black. Yeah, that's how some Dominicans act. Like they know black. Even though they be darker than, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is just a bunch of mess. I think Flo is dead wrong. She didn't even have to even respond to her. Amara shouldn't have brought up the colorism thing, the skin bleaching thing and all that stuff. I just feel like they purposely start debates to go viral. Because before this, nobody was talking about love and hip hop. And then I also don't like the fact that there's so many black women around this table of all colors. Notice everybody's quiet. Last time I checked, I mean, Shay, you kind of light, but you're not that light. I don't even know half the other people's names. I think the big girl, Tory Bricks, I think that's her name. I like her. She's a good rapper. They were really quiet. So it's like, y'all are not even checking the fuck shit. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I'm tired of them constantly using colorism as a backdrop for this raggedy ass show. None of them are girls. They all carry themselves like trash. I don't care what their complexion is. Amara is beautiful, but Amara has some self-esteem issues. She does. Because the relationships that she's constantly finding herself in tells me that you have some issues. The baby daddy was married. Safari was fucking with Erica Mena. You decide to fuck with him. He's not taking care of his children, but it's okay because he's around your children. Then I saw bits and pieces of the show. You're even entertaining flirting with Marlon. Why? And then the girl, Flo's sister, her nasty ass, not only did she fuck her sister's husband, bitch, you fucking Amara baby daddy? What in the STD factory is going on this show? None of these women are role models to me. Colorism aside, all these women on this show are trash and carry themselves as such. But y'all not ready for that conversation. Yes. Somebody said Amara dated colorist Safari. Amara got slapped by Princess Love. I never saw it. Don't tell me Amara was fucking Ray J. Let me Google. I heard about it, but I never, because when I type not watch this show, I'm focusing on real world issues, and these people are not it. Let me Google. She slapped Amara? Is it going to play out? Princess. Oh, I think I found the video. Y'all want to watch this? Let me see this.
In a dramatic turn of events on Love Hip Hop.
Oh, God. It has those automated voices. Hold on.
Miami Season 6, tensions reached a boiling point when Princess slapped Amara, sparking chaos among the cast. The altercation caught everyone off guard, especially with Estelita jumping in to defend Amara, showcasing the fierce loyalty that exists within the group.
Don't try to cover your tracks. We're supposed to be friends.
So
right?
why would I tell you something without me knowing what was gonna happen?
Play stupid all you want to.
I don't have to play stupid.
I asked you.
I had nothing to tell you before it happened. Because after it happened, then that's when I can tell you, this occurred. If nothing had happened, then why would I have told you?
The fact that occurred makes you a fake-ass bitch.
Things are escalating pretty quickly. I'm starting to regret not telling Amara Princess was going to be here.
I guess I was always a friend too, but I see what it is.
And what is it?
You're a fake-ass bitch.
Okay, well, I guess it makes you a fake-ass bitch as well.
No, I'm not.
Oh! 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 Wow! Princess did smack the shit out of Amara LaFake. Oh, damn, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Well, okay, now y'all gotta spill the tea, because like I said, I stopped watching this shit. Was Amara fucking with Ray J? Why is Princess putting hands on Amara? Oh my gosh. Princess slapped the shit out of her too. Had me ducking. What in the ratchetness is going on here? That's why I'm glad I tuned out of these shows. I think all these people are trash. Amara's not a girl's girl, People try to make it seem like she is because she be speaking on colorism. She's not a girl's girl. None of these people are. None of them have no loyalty towards other women. And then I remember when they was, at one point, wasn't Safari fucking with Estelita, the Puerto Rican chick? And then Amara was fucking with Safari? Princess wanted all the smoke, I guess, child. Well, anyways, Flo ended up coming up with some type of tired ass apology for her shit. So let's go ahead and let me go back on this screen here.
So if somebody calls you...
Okay, now who's this one? I don't even know who this one is talking. We're going to listen and see what she got to say. I don't know who this one is. I don't know who any of these three are.
Yellow and funky. I feel like the opposite would be black and dirty. But like I said, you know, the question to me was, do you feel like... They said, do you feel like Flo was being colorist to Amara? That's what they asked me in the question. I had to let them know. The answer was no. If you were there, now y'all know how to get clipped up. If you were there, Amara went with the color, like she mentioned the color. So if somebody calls you yellow and funky, I feel like the opposite would be black and dirty. But like I said, you know, the question to me was, do you feel like, they said, do you feel like Flo was being colorist to Amara? That's what they asked me in the question. I had to let them know. The answer was no. If you were there...
Okay, anyways, Chad, I don't know who that is. I just don't care. All these people are just weird. They're all colorists. They're all weirdos. And they're all looking for attention. So Flo says, I want to take this opportunity to address the recent scene that aired and the conversation it has sparked. I take full accountability for my words I said during that moment, and I deeply regret how they may have come across. I never intended to hurt or diminish anyone. I sincerely apologize to anyone who felt offended or disrespected by my words. While I take responsibility for what I said, I want to acknowledge that the moment shown does not tell the full story. The way it presented lacked important context, but that doesn't change the fact that my words had impact, and for that, I am truly sorry. As a proud Black woman with deep ties to my Haitian heritage, I stand firmly against colorism. The product I sell is not a bleaching cream. It is designed to even skin tone and support healthy, glowing skin. I celebrate Black beauty in all its forms, and I'm committed to empowering women of every shade. This experience has been a learning moment for me. It has reminded me of that words have power and the importance of using them carefully, even in the moments of frustration. Moving forward, I will be more intentional with my actions and continue to focus on unity, love, and positivity. Thank you to everyone who has supported me and understands my heart. I am grateful for the chance to grow from this and stand stronger in values I believe in. Sincerely, Flo El Chelo. I don't even know how to say the last name. Near. Y'all are all trash. I'm sorry. I don't care about your apology. You said what you said. You think that you are, you feel like you're better than women who are of a darker skin tone. Probably because, she grew up she's Haitian, and most people in the Haitian community tend to be darker. So because her and her sister are lighter, they probably put on a pedestal. But it's very interesting because, again, her kids are all brown skin. Her husband is brown skin. So I just think that's disgusting. I think the words that came out of her mouth were definitely uncalled for. But Amara is not a victim in this either. Amara is messy. She likes to, keep shit up, keep shit going. And I'm over her constantly bringing up colorism in fights. She's always bringing up something with colorism, to just take away from shit, to have people on her bandwagon. I'm over it. If you're not going to address all aspects of it, and not date colorist men, because her baby daddy is clearly colorist, and as a lot of Dominicans. Safari has had very colorist, things to say in the past as well. So I feel like she has a lot of self-esteem issues. So I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of none of them. Somebody said, who bleaches? I don't think Amara bleaches. Maybe Flo, but I don't think Amara bleaches her skin. Amara's still brown. I don't see it. But Flo does look bleached. She does. But I don't know. Her mom is light, but then her mom could have bleached, so I don't know. But, the thing is, at the end of the day, bleaching is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's big in the Caribbean. It's big in, Africa, in Asia. It is what it is. And so it's so easy, like I said in the past, to knock bleachers and to go in at people who bleach their skin, but nobody ever wants to talk and get to the root of why people are doing it. Nobody ever wants to get to the systematic issues of why people feel the need to lighten their skin. Everybody wants to look at it as superficial, like, oh, they just want to look light to get a man, to get a husband. Where there are some people, there's still places in Jamaica where they will not hire you as a bank teller if you are dark skinned. They want people who look a certain way, to have a certain skin tone, to have certain jobs. But folks aren't ready for those conversations. So that's why it's very easy to judge people who bleach their skin. But for some people, that's a way for them to get ahead in life. It's sad, but it's the truth. Yeah, and that's the thing too. You gotta look at it, because somebody said the sisters are already light skinned, and the fact that they're bleaching is crazy. A lot of these celebrities are light skinned and they still bleach their skin because they don't want to get darker. God forbid that they're out in the sun and they're a few shades, darker. A lot of these lighter skinned celebrities, you notice they've gotten lighter over the years. It's almost like they're bleaching and taking melanin suppressing pills as a way to, like, how can I describe it? As a way to prevent getting darker. That's just the truth of the matter. And wasn't Black China selling bleaching cream at one point in time with Denzia, excuse me? She's on Love and Hip Hop. I'm just saying. I think the whole situation is sad. It's sad that a lot of people feel like they need to change who they are, but it's easy to judge. Like I said, it's very common practice. Like in Nigerian culture, I have aunties who've bleached and everything else. It's very, very common practice. But a lot of people are bleaching their skin, not just for necessarily superficial, like, oh, I just want to be light skinned. For some people, it really is a way for them to better their life because of systematic racism and colorism. And it's sad. And until those systems get destroyed, you're always going to have people bleaching. Even in places like India, in Asia, whiteness is elevated. Anybody who's dark skinned, they look at it like you're poor, you work out in the field. It's sad. I was even told that, like in India, a lot of the IT people tend to be more dark skinned. And then they push like the lighter skinned people in the caste system to be like doctors and nurses. Because I noticed a lot of my Indian doctors and stuff that I've had over the years, they've always been really, really light skinned. Very, very fair. But most of the IT people be dark. So it goes very deep. It goes very, very deep. And I don't like when it's like these conversations are had on love and hip hop. There's never any nuance. It's just to trigger people. It's just to have arguments in comment sections. But they never get into the whole systematic issue of colorism and how it really affects people. That's why I love when Juju talks about like her Afro-Latiness, however you want to say it. Her being an Afro-Latina. because she really like will break it down. I just don't get that. When Amara talks about it, it just falls flat. It falls flat for me. Besides saying that you're pretty, we all get, she's gorgeous. Amara is beautiful. We get that. But your moves, you move like you have low self-esteem. Yeah, rage bait, Helen. Thank you. Perfect. That's a perfect comment. A lot of it is rage bait. They're not getting to like the real root of the problem. It's just, let's bring this up. It'll go viral. It's rage bait. Because the same thing happened last year with Spice and Erica Mena. And then what's so funny is that Flo had no problem going in on a dark-skinned woman and saying, oh, you're just jealous of me and this and that. Wasn't Flo and them last year crying about the racist stuff that Trina said about the Haitian community when Trina accused them of doing voodoo and eating cats? So all y'all just do on this show is perpetuate bullshit. Trina included. That's all they do on these low vibrational ass shows. This is why I don't feel bad for any of them. I don't like any of them. They don't do anything that uplifts. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Same thing season after season. No growth. Just a year ago, Trina was accusing them of eating cats. And they were upset about that. The Haitian community came out, drugged Trina. And then you turn around and you involve yourself in a colorism debate. What sense does that make? All these people are clowns. Every last one of them. So I don't feel bad for none of them. I'm sorry. As a brown-skinned girl, if they're not going to have a real dialogue about colorism, you know what I'm saying, and how it affects women on both ends of the spectrum, then miss me with it. It's just for clicks and views at this point in time. That's all it is. Oh, man, oh, man. Child, I've been on here for 2 hours. I think it's time to go. We have over 8,000 people in here. Shout out to everybody who came through. I'm going to read these last few super chats. I'm going to get up out of here. Mary Jane sent $10. Says 2025, the same old tired racism. Grow up and find something new. Shake my head. I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. B. Mazir, sorry if I mispronounced your name. They sent $50. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anna says, Amara brings up colorism a lot to compensate for being an unsuccessful Latina artist. She's still on her way to becoming mainstream. I agree. Like when I tell you I'm over her colorism conversations, she just... And then, like I said, when she has her music videos, she's still, I'm not seeing a plethora of other beautiful brown-skinned girls in her music videos. So she can miss me with her colorism conversations. Because for somebody who's always talking about colorism, she's always with some type of colorist asshole. Very sad. Let's see here. Opinionated presents the glam print too. Says, hey, lovely, you look beautiful. Sorry if I've been missing. I don't have my other channel anymore. Can you please mod me on this channel? I had replied back to your, thank you for the comment. I had replied back to your, what is them called? Not super chat, Cash App. So I did reply back. I modded that channel. Do you need, you don't have that channel that you had me mod? Is that what you're saying? Because you're a mod on this channel. It has you on here as a mod. And then I went and modded the other channel that you sent a Cash App for. So I modded both channels. Because I had replied back to you on Cash App. So hopefully... I'll check again, but I modded that channel as well. So, but this one, it shows that you're a mod. You have a wrench. So you're a mod on this channel that you're commenting on. So thank you, sis. All right, let's see here. She came on the show doing that with the fake afro. Yeah, I can't take her seriously. I can't take a lot of people on that show seriously. It's sad. Let's see here. John Cena sent $9.99, says, T, just want to know your thoughts on Doechie's success recently. I think it's really important having dark-skinned women in the spotlight. Yeah, I like her. She's very talented. I know Azealia Banks has been hating on her a lot and throwing shade her way. But Doechie's talent speaks for itself. And, you know, again, there's a lot of talented dark-skinned women out there. But people have to support them. You know, that's the problem. Everybody, you know, says one thing, like, oh, we need more dark-skinned female rappers, but y'all are not streaming their music. Oh, we need more dark-skinned women, you know, in the forefront, but y'all don't support like that. You know, so that's the thing. People have to get behind these artists. They have to get behind the SZAs and the Doechies and things like that if that's what y'all want to see. You know, the Flo Millies and all that. But then it's also frustrating when you have these dark-skinned women like Flo Millie and who's the other one from Detroit, Cash Doll, who, you know, for years claimed that colorism didn't exist because it didn't affect them. And then once their careers tanked, now all of a sudden they believe in colorism. Girl, bye. Move around. And that's the part that's frustrating. You know, we have to have those honest conversations, especially when it comes to like entertainment. Because it's funny that there's all types of room for the male rappers, from light to dark, from Drake, J. Cole to Kendrick Lamar, you know, A$AP Rocky's ass, all types of complexions. But when it comes to the female, they want a certain look. So if we want a different look, we have to support that look. We have to show them love. You know, let's see here. Raven Phantom Sin 5 said, it's funny how white people are bashing black people, not noticing God himself is black as well as in the Bible. Thank you for the super chat. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see here. India Davis at $1.99 says, what are your thoughts on the planets? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, my thoughts on the planets? I told you I think everything is that. I don't think anything is in the sky. Everything is down below. Yeah. I think a lot of this stuff was just made up by NASA. I don't believe in none of this stuff anymore. I don't even know what to believe at this point. I said in a minute I'm going to start believing in the damn... In a minute I'm going to believe the earth is flat. I'm getting to that point. I don't know. I don't really think too much about the planets. I just don't believe anything NASA has to say. I think everything is in the water. I've said that before. I don't care how crazy people think I am, but everything is in the water. And I'm going to just leave it at that. As above, so below. So, on that note, y'all, I'm out. This has been a wonderful stream. Appreciate y'all coming through. We had a really, really good discussion today. Want you guys to have a good weekend. I have a new series coming. I finished the song. We've been working on the edits, so got some new TikTok. Now that TikTok is back, got new TikTok videos coming out soon, just different reviews on stuff like that. So I hope you guys end up enjoying the new series that I've been working on. So on that note, everybody, have a good night. I will talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.